He said, now they're gonna come for you. I said, can't come for me for what? I didn't say anything.
Right.
He said, they're gonna come. And they're gonna say a lot of different things. And they're gonna be some people that you thought you might be able to get that they're not gonna come now.
Right.
And that's absolutely has happened. That's absolutely has happened. They were so excited. Thanks for reaching out. We can't wait to sit down. And a day later, they can't do it. And then no call. They won't follow. So for the soul.
Steve, all that. Best intro I've ever had.
Did I leave anything off?
I probably did, but don't worry about it.
The card on is so big, Steve. The card on is so big.
I know we're out of time.
How you doing?
Hey man, I'm good. First of all, let me say this, man. I don't do a lot of podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
I've only done a few. But when you called, man, I had to do it because of all the people.
I want people to be able to share their story without me interrupting. I think sometimes people in our position that do what you and I do, they want to hear their voice instead of the guest. Well, I can go home and hear myself talk if I wanted to, if that's what I wanted to hear. I think for the most part that people tune in to watch my pod because they want to hear what the guests have to say. I let the guests speak.
And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, no.
Being a celebrity has its challenges, and Shannon Sharpe is currently facing them head-on. Just a few months ago, Katt Williams foresaw Shannon's impending troubles, and now they are becoming a reality. Shannon's podcast, Club Shay Shay, is enjoying significant success in terms of views and popularity, but it has also attracted some negativity from within the industry. In a recent interview, Shannon revealed that numerous celebrities are attempting to cancel his show and undermine his efforts. He has received threats, and several guests who were initially enthusiastic about appearing on his show have abruptly withdrawn without explanation. The entertainment industry is notorious for its toxicity, but the issues Shannon is encountering are exceptionally intense. During a conversation with Cam Newton, Shannon spoke about the considerable challenges he has faced since his widely viewed interview with Katt Williams earlier this year. He highlighted the reasons why celebrities feel at ease sharing their stories on his podcast, pointing out that he always inquires about any off-limits topics before each interview to ensure his guests feel comfortable and authentic. Shannon stresses that he is not a journalist and has never claimed to be one. His focus is on fostering a relaxed and open atmosphere for his guests. For those unfamiliar with Shannon's background, he is a retired NFL player who was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2011. Following his football career, he became a commentator for CBS Sports pregame show, The NFL Today, and contributed to the Sprint halftime report and the Subway postgame show. In 2013, he took on the role of columnist and spokesperson for Fitness RX for Men magazine and even graced its cover. In 2016, he teamed up with Skip Bayless on FS1's sports debate show, Skip and Shannon Undisputed. Shannon ventured into podcasting not because it was fashionable, but due to his substantial experience in the industry. In addition to Club Shay Shay, he also hosted another podcast called Nightcap with retired NFL player Chad Ochocinco Johnson and retired basketball player Gilbert Arenas. However, Club Shay Shay has gained more popularity, particularly due to viral interviews with guests like Katt Williams. Shannon launched Club Shay Shay in 2020 during the pandemic, discovering a new passion for podcasting after retiring from professional sports. His aim was to create a platform where Black entertainers could share their stories without fear of harsh judgment. Shannon describes himself as a conversationalist rather than a journalist. Despite his extensive media background, he was unprepared for the massive success his podcast would achieve in 2024, thanks largely to Katt Williams. Shannon had been trying to get Katt on the podcast for about a year and finally succeeded when he met Katt's new manager, who connected him with the comedian. Shannon didn't expect the episode to go viral. Prior to this, his most viewed episode on YouTube was with Steve Harvey, which had about 8 million views. However, after filming with Katt, Shannon's producer predicted they were on the verge of a significant breakthrough. Shannon thought that even if the episode outperformed the one with Steve Harvey, it might reach around 10 million views. Shannon greatly underestimated the impact of the Katt Williams episode. Despite industry challenges and controversies, the episode resonated deeply with audiences. During the interview, Katt accused Kevin Hart of being an industry plant. He began by challenging Kevin's story about his East Coast upbringing, suggesting it was unlikely for Kevin to build his career on the East Coast and then suddenly gain major recognition in LA. Katt questioned Kevin's quick rise in the industry, implying that Kevin seemed to appear out of nowhere, quickly landing major gigs and TV roles that other comedians took years to achieve. He attributed Kevin's swift success to being an industry plant. Katt also accused Kevin of becoming a gatekeeper, helping other supposed industry plants like Tiffany Haddish rise to fame. Katt didn't hold back in his harsh critique of Kevin Hart, which was expected given their long-standing feud. Katt also mentioned that whenever he speaks out, the industry retaliates by trying to discredit him and portray him as mentally unstable. This pattern now seems to be happening to Shannon Sharpe. When Katt appeared on Club Shay Shay earlier this year, he warned Shannon that making the podcast a platform for truth-telling would attract backlash. Shannon admitted he didn't anticipate the extent of the hostility he's now facing. Guests who were previously eager to appear on the show have suddenly pulled out. Shannon is receiving hate comments about his interviewing style, and some individuals are actively trying to cancel him. One of those people is Steve Harvey. Interestingly, Steve had previously appeared on Club Shay Shay. During that episode, they discussed various topics, from lifestyle to industry insights. It was a typical Club Shay Shay interview, which went viral largely because it featured Steve Harvey. Katt accused Steve of stealing his story about being broke and living in his car. This wasn't the first time Katt had called out Steve Harvey. He had previously accused Steve of perpetuating harmful stereotypes about black men. For instance, Katt claimed Steve encouraged Cedric the Entertainer to wear a dress, promoting a conspiracy in Hollywood to emasculate black men. According to Katt, Steve deliberately ridiculed Cedric because he saw Cedric's potential and didn't want him to surpass him in comedy during a New Year's Eve performance. Even though Club Shay Shay generally features enjoyable interviews, some episodes have generated backlash for Shannon. For example, he recently faced criticism after his interview with Amanda Seales aired. In the interview, Amanda discussed living with autism and the challenges she faced, particularly as a black girl growing up in America. At the beginning of the interview, Shannon came across as confrontational. When Amanda mentioned her mother recognizing symptoms of autism and noticing how differently her mind worked, Shannon seemed to gaslight her by suggesting she might be exaggerating. Amanda also recounted an incident where she corrected a teacher whom she felt made a historically inaccurate statement. As the only black student in the class, she perceived the teacher's response as racist, which led to a parent-teacher meeting she felt was unfair. Shannon disagreed with her perspective, stating that in his experience, students didn't correct their teachers under any circumstances. He suggested that the teacher's reaction might not have been due to racism, but rather a feeling of being disrespected. While both viewpoints seemed valid, the interview proceeded smoothly after that awkward exchange. However, fans later criticized Shannon for gaslighting. The controversy surrounding Shannon and his podcast highlights the complexities and challenges of navigating media and public perception, especially when discussing sensitive topics with high-profile guests. Amanda pointed out that Shannon was judgmental despite his claim that his podcast was a place where guests wouldn't be judged. She concluded that while Shannon is cool, he isn't suitable for these types of deep conversations. She suggested that he should stick to fun, lighthearted, and comical interviews and focus on listening more instead of imposing his personal views. Shannon addressed the backlash in a recent interview with Cam Newton, stating that if this was the only interview fans had an issue with out of all the ones on his channel, he could live with that. And there you have it, everyone a glimpse into the current drama surrounding Shannon Sharpe. From industry backlash to accusations and controversies, Shannon is navigating a challenging landscape. Despite the success of Club Shay Shay, known for its heartfelt and candid interviews, Shannon has encountered criticism and threats, particularly following his viral episode with Katt Williams. His confrontational interview style has also stirred controversy, as evidenced by the reaction to Amanda Seales' appearance. Nonetheless, Shannon remains resilient, addressing these challenges head-on while continuing to provide a platform for black entertainers to share their stories. Whether dealing with disputes involving industry figures like Steve Harvey or handling delicate subjects with guests, Shannon's journey underscores the complexities of fame and the media industry. What are your thoughts on everything? Do you believe Shannon is facing undue scrutiny? Will he continue to conduct interviews, or might he take a break? Thanks for tuning in to Pop Gossip, where we keep you updated on the latest buzz in pop culture and beyond. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon to stay notified whenever we drop new videos. Join the conversation in the comments below. Until next time, and stay informed and entertained with pop gossip.